Hi everybody, it's Julie and welcome to the Messy Desk and welcome to a live video. And I hope I haven't interrupted someone else's live. I didn't see anybody. And so anyway, my husband has gone on an excursion with a friend just for a little bit. Yay! And I'm working on my Februaryfabric junk journal. I am going to finish. So we can check out what I've got. Hi, Pink Rose. Hi, Felicia. Welcome. Hi, and everybody that's out there. Hello. So I have, I just put the inside pages in. They're wrinkly, but you know what? I'll know that for next time for this paper. It's like a cross between wrapping paper and tissue paper. Hi, Carol. Welcome. And so it's a little bit more fragile than I thought it was going to be. But I really liked it. This is my Februaryfabric junk journal. I did this cover, made it during the Super Bowl. It's all hand sewn using scraps that I had. My journal itself. Hi, a homestead's wife, or a homestead wife. And hi, Ivy. And so yeah, so my journal is going to be, for me, it gives me a place to tell the story of my husband and myself, our love story. Hi, Zoe, welcome. So I'm excited for that. And if you don't know, my husband had surgery last Thursday on his shoulder. And so he is home. Surgery went well, it looks like. And so now he is in recovery mode. Not sleeping real well at night. So that means I'm not sleeping real well at night. But, okay, why does this feel thin? It feels really thin. This one feels really thick. So are we good? You know, I was moving things around. I'm like, did I move somebody out of one and not put him back in the other? Could happen. Could happen. So, hi Joyce, welcome. Hi Lynn. Hi Lynn. Oh, awesome. Yeah, nothing worse than a bored man, I'm telling you. I am telling you guys, and my husband, they call him, if they don't call him, they call him MacGyver, because he can make anything out of anything, and he will. But they also call him the Energizer Bunny, because he is constantly moving. And, yeah, so this is, yeah, this is trying my patience. But it's all good. Again, it looks like the surgery went well, and the doctor was happy that he was able to do the less invasive surgery. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of cutting on this one before I put it in. I have already. Oh, very good. Lynn has uploaded her pictures for the February Junk Journal Challenge. I have not, because here is mine. I do have all my functions made. It's like, okay, if I can get this put together and put things in it, I think I'll be good. Because my journal, the way that I was doing it was, the decoration's going to take part. I'm going to do that when I'm telling the story. So, yeah. So, hi Pauline, welcome. So just a little bit of poking the holes in the, I measured, I used this and I measured for my holes. Oh, Joyce. Oh my gosh, that's even worse because they're right there and they can see it. They can't go to their shop because it's too cold. Oh, I'm so sorry. Zoe, I'm better. Every day I'm getting better. You can still hear it in my voice though. It's still there. And my sniffly thing, but that's most of it now for that part of it. My other, I believe it's good too. So this has been a crazy month. Okay. Hi Pink Robin, welcome. Hi Deb from the Craft Corner Few. Okay, so I am going to, I've marked it to the top. Okay, and here I am, not on the top. Yeah, so, okay, so I marked it top, and I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to, I really want these to be on that red. So, I'm going to just, you see how I have this line here? I'm going to line that up. And then I'm going to go in and I better use a paper clip. Hi Karen, welcome. So how is everybody? Are you excited about the spring Stashbuster Junk Journal Challenge? I'm very excited. In just a moment I'll show you. I have started, my stash busting will probably be a little bit different than yours because some of my stash busting will be making kits and things and getting them into the shop because I have a couple stacks of things, of totes filled with themed items that you know, need to be in the shop. So that's going to be part of mine, and making a genuine effort to do that. But the other thing is, because I'm stash busting, I'm putting in extra items that were not planned for the kit, because it's like, okay, it's green. It's green. It's green, it's gold. It should go in the St. Patrick's Day kit. And so that is what's happening here. So I have gone ahead. I have a whole lot of paper clips. Hi Carol, welcome. Stash busting is, okay, stash busting. I'm like, do I have a safe thing that I can pick up and show you? Well, okay, we're good. We're even there, okay. Maybe you have a pile where you just keep putting stuff. Just keep putting stuff. And you might pick that up and make a junk journal out of it. Okay, it is basically this this time around, you are able to use anything in your craft room without going shopping. This is all about using up what we've got. Hi Maria, welcome. Zoe just binded a journal with her shoelaces. Now, was that on purpose? Was that on purpose? Yeah. Oh wow, that's Pauline's gonna use some old stereo wires, right? Was that our headphone wires, stereo wires? Headphone wires. Pink Rose is almost done. Now we also said this is gonna be one that you might want to make more than one. I don't know if you saw Kara's video, but Kara already has 6 in the works. 6 journals that she is working on. So I'm just going down. I've got the center of this here. They're marked, and I am just punching my, this is my pokey tool. This is what I have to use to have control. The awl, I don't have control because of the way my hand has been working. So I use this as my pokey tool, and then I have an awl, but it's actually from quilling. Okay, so, and I guess I put it away. I had it out. So then I'm going to come back in and just make sure. I have discovered that the smaller the needle you can use, the better. And the easier this is. You guys know that I don't like to bind books on camera. Okay. Yeah, and both of us are going to have mini challenges this time. That's exciting. It won't, so there will be, should be several. So this is my first signature. I know that because that's supposed to be me and Tom when we were little kids dancing. And that's me on the back. Okay, I did already take the time and thread the needle. Oh no, but we're going to get stuck in, oh my gosh, I feel like Abbott and Costello here. Both of them. Yeah, I think that this is, and the timing for this is good to be able to you know, to make something without purchasing. Now, of course, just so you know, that doesn't mean you don't have that, you know, all your purchasing has to be cut off, because I have a couple of journal kits that I am still shopping for, and if I stop shopping in March, I won't have my stuff done in time to have them release when they're supposed to release. So, oh boy, forgot about the lace on the back. So this is when you go ahead and you get out the awl. You do your awl. Make sure I'm, yeah. So I have before, on camera, put my signature in upside down. I have put it in upside down and in the wrong side before. I have put it in the book with the book upside down. Okay, this is, don't put lace on the outside of your your journal until it's done. I washed my glasses before I came on so I could see. I don't have the link to the Facebook. I hurried on here so fast I did not go get that information, but what it is Spring Stashbuster Junk Journal Challenge. And when you see the description, it'll say that it's me and Kara that are doing it. And you just go there and we'll let you in. We didn't do questions this time because ran out of time. It's like, just get the people in the thing so they can start playing. Okay, so again, we're at the piece with the lace. Just going back through. So, and if you haven't joined the other Facebook groups, but you wanted to, the Dollar Store Christmas Junk Journal Challenge or the Just Junk Journal Challenge, or the February Fabric Junk Journal, you're welcome to join those. And you know, there's videos in there. There's you know, pictures, lots of information that you could use. Okay, we want to pull this a little tighter. A little. There. Excuse me. Yes, Zoe, please do. Zoe's going to post the link for the Spring Stashbuster. Thank you so much. So, I will be able to let you in after. Boy, I need more light. We're getting ready to, it's getting dark. We're going to have rain. So, the clouds are coming in. Right now, actually, the dust is coming in. Da, da, da. So do you ever forget what you're doing when you're sitting there right there with your needle in that book? Oh, it's not letting you at all? Because usually it'll put it there and then I have to okay it. Huh. Sorry about that. Okay, so I'm going to pull this because I don't want it to catch up. Catch up on each other. It's okay, Zoe. It's not your fault. I'm sorry. All of these things that you got to remember before you go live. Okay, is that the one that I want? I know it's the hole, but is it the right hole? So what is everybody working on these days? Bye, Homestead Wife. I think I moved. My fingers are cold. It's hard to it's hard to bind a book when your fingers are cold. But I'm going to feel so good when I get this binded. Bound. Right? Isn't it feel good when you get a book bound, finished? I mean, at that point, I think. And I did do some sewing in here. I did a variety of, I sewed, I glued, I stapled, all different kinds of things with my fabric. Because, you know, we were supposed to do our different things different with our fabric. Okay. Oh, Karen. Yeah, so how do you like your new camera? Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and start So I'm tightening. Okay. So now that one went down, so we are going to pull it through from the back. Make sure it's tight. Yeah, see, there was a bubble in there. Then we're going to check it. Check it. And I did make, my holes are kind of big. This is my journal though. It's for me. And my husband. I love it. I love the images in it. And I love the way, the feel of it. Whoops. Okay, did you see that? I tied a knot and it wasn't a knot. Hi, Rosie. Welcome. Carol's been making journals from cereal boxes. Yeah, I do too. I love the idea of using up all the different stuff. So there is my first signature. Now I am going to come down here and cut this, but I'm going to leave my needle because I have a couple places where I think I might do those side journals like I did in the fairy, mini envelope fairy journal. Did you all see that? I think it turned out so cool. It's all a learning curve, isn't it, Karen? Okay, so there is the first signature. Love it. And now we'll move on to the second signature. And what I did was I put this picture of the little girl in the back of this one. Now remember, this one needs, I think it needs some cutting. So I have not glued down anything. Everything is still the way it was. And the reason for that is I'm not entirely sure, you know, what is going to be on what page. So let's come here. I really do have the messy desk, but look at, I got well, I had all the glue up. I decided to pay myself to clean my desk instead of going and buying a new. Well, I couldn't even find a new one. Okay, so this, I do know I have to line this up. Okay. So I'm going to come down and as best I can. It doesn't have to be perfect. And I'll have to check it again before I put it in. Okay, but that is where I want him to be. Oh, cool. That is awesome to have a really clear picture on your on the camera. That's going to be great. It makes a difference. I get people that tell me, Julie, you need to clean your lens. Okay, so my fabric one here is too big, which that really sucks. So let's see. I was distracted when I was doing this. It's okay because it's a single. It's not double. So I can cut it. It's okay. I can cut it. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. But we do want to move everything out of the way because we don't want to cut all that work getting him straightened. And Chip is being entertained by the dogs next door, it sounds like. Or else the cat's up the tree. Oh, you're talking about the picture here? Well, that's awesome. Okay, so one of the functions of the fabric junk journal was to have a fabric page. I actually did 2, one for each signature. Okay, try this, clean this up just a little bit more. My fabric scissors are in the kitchen because I was cutting the fabric covers for the fairy kit. Okay, so that will be, this goes this way. Yes, because the red goes in the front of the journal. I do know that. Okay, so, and this one has one of the little stationery pieces that I got, that Joyce sent me. And then we've got a rose calendar here. And a piece of the coffee dyed charger plate. And remember, they have those charger plates at with the decorations on the outside at Michael's now. Okay, so this is my fabric. It has a fabric pocket on this side, and I'm going to put something in that's pretty wide, probably similar to like a fake clipboard, and that will give me it'll make it sturdy on this side. And then this is the other side, and I made it with a pocket, and it has this tag in it. So let's see. Next we have this, and it has this. This is one of my pockets that I made. I sewed the fabric on it, and I sewed it onto a index file card, the letter F, because this is going to be after we were married, so kind of like the you know, established. But I thought that that was kind of fun to use the F. Okay, so this one can go right here. I'm just lining them up. Thank you. Hi, Crafty Love. This was a really fun journal to make so far. I love all the different papers that I went and found to be able to use in this. I have some heart muffin pan coffee dyed paper. Here is a tuck spot. So it's a little tuck spot. It's got the tuck here as well as the open space there. Okay, so this is one of my functions. This is one of the borders. 7/10, that's our anniversary date. And I'm not positive where I'm going to put this in the journal yet, because I want it to be where, you know, the part where I tell about our wedding day or the planning of it. I'm not positive. So I put it onto a page that I can open. And for now, I can just paper clip it in until I figure out, you know, for sure where I want it. This is from the, it's not in the shop yet, but it's going to be in the shop. It's Roses Pages. I just got some more items that are going to make it so that we have a good amount of pages. I'm trying to give more to the kit. This is the collage page from my old-fashioned love songs. I love it. And I think this is one of my favorite pages in this journal. Well, I like all of them that have the images. So there, added another one of these. I think I'm going to reinforce this and add it here as a pocket, but I'm not positive. This is another one of the fabric pockets, and it is a pocket made out of a card. Okay, so there's a pocket and it flips up. So that is that. I still have all the strings. Oh, all the strings. Okay, so this, and then this is going to be put together, and it'll be a large pocket. So if I have a large story to tell, I can make a small journal that can go right into the large pockets. I love this red and white, or this striped paper. Love it. So this is one of my side functions. My other one, because you needed to do two, so I did this one with the paper piecing and the lace, and then the bingo pieces here. And then I did one that is just ruffled, and this is from an old blouse that I had in my stash. I have some baseball card pages, so I can add some pictures or some more story. I want to make sure that it's on the fold. This is the other side of the stitch page. Now the thing about this is when I do one of these, I can come in and add another paper. So like this is here, and this is what I did this time, you guys, because even I couldn't remember what the heck I was supposed to use or allowed to. I did make a copy. So I can come in and add a paper to that, giving me the full edge. It can even fold out, and you'll see me do that a lot. And then this becomes a pocket, so we don't lose pages. You all know that I like my pages to be in the right orientation. One of my OCD things is to take this page and put it sideways. Drives me crazy. Lines sideways, yeah, probably not going to do it. I do know I did it on a couple lately. There's my noisy paper for this one. I like to have my noisy paper. Okay, so there's some ledger paper. Here's another fold out page. There's that pocket. I want to make sure that it's good and even. Come over here. Good. I'm being careful here because I have fabric pages in here. I want to make sure that I've got everybody covered and nobody's going to stick out too much if they stick out. So that's, I'm showing you, but at the same time I am making sure this signature is folded up and ready to go in. Oh, thank you, Robin. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, good. Pink Robin found the next challenge, which is the Spring Stashbuster Junk Journal Challenge. So while I have you all here in captive, the other thing is you know, this is not required, and if you you know, if you're in the group and then it doesn't look like you're going to get to make your journal for whatever reason, you don't need to leave the group. yes, you can tell us what's going on, you know, because it is a relationship group as well as just a, you know, place to put a challenge. But we are not going to be the junk journal police. And you know, when you get a chance and you can come back and finish it and you know, and put it in the group, that's going to be awesome. And if you don't get to, that's okay too. You know, the only thing that happens is you don't get the prizes if you don't finish. So I have to finish so I can, you know, get the prizes. I have to finish this. So that is what I'm going to do next. So, and I've already added a bunch of the fluff. And so let's go ahead and open this up and try to keep it together. Hi, Bonnie. Oh, thank you. Oh, Nancy, thank you too. I just saw that. Thank you very much. I'm skipping around on the chat. I'm like, oh, I missed stuff, and I'm sorry. So you guys, I'm gonna be really glad when this one's done. I love it, but I made a lot of journals this month, and was sick and had my mom was sick and all that other stuff, and I got a lot of stuff done. Okay, so let's make sure, there we go. Okay, so we got that. And again, my hands are cold, so I am doing some of the things, some of the steps I'm doing extra. The other reason is because it's live. Okay, so we have this. It is put together. So we're going to come here. We've got our little guide. We're going to put it at the top. We're going to bring it down just a little bit to that edge. And that's so that hopefully the two will line up. And then we're going to add our other paper clip. And you guys have all seen me sew the guide in. I do that quite often. Quite often I do that. Let's see. So I'm curious, as you guys have been going through your stashes, your craft room, for those of you that are new, we call the stash is all that stuff that we've been collecting, some of us for many, many years. I have items in my stash. My daughter is 35, right? 35. Yeah, baby is 33. Yeah, so I have items in my stash that are older than she is. I know that I moved to Iowa in 1989, and I know that I have items that were on that U-Haul trailer that I took and brought back to California. Okay, so we're going to check the little girl one more time, you know, like a carpenter. There we go. I love that. I just think this is really neat. You know, to do something a little different. Okay, so next we are going to want pokey tool. Uh-oh. There it is. And again, I'm using a push pin for my pokey tool because I have more control. Okay, so you can use whatever kind of pokey tool. Again, I'm going to come up And this is pretty important when you're doing a multi-signature journal, that your top is even, because if you get it in there and it's not, it's kind of a bummer and it can look really bad. Ask me how I know. Yeah. Okay. So have you guys found anything wonderful in your stash? Tell us about something wonderful that you found or that you can't wait to use. I saw earlier headphone cord and shoelaces. So what are you looking forward to that you found to use in your spring Stashbuster junk journal? Okay. Darn, I should have had that down just a little bit, but I'm going to glue this in so it'll be okay. I'm talking about this little thing right here. That's something I should have checked, and I should have pulled this down just a little bit so that it would have been in. But I am going to glue this to this page. It's going to be, I'm going to glue probably the doily down, and then I'm going to make this a small pocket, and so that will give it the sturdiness. So that'll be okay. Welcome back, Rosie. You hear Chip? Silly old Chip. He's out there with the cat. That's his cat bark. She's probably up the tree. She is loving this. The birds are all starting to show up, and she's like, she was up in the tree. We have a swing for the younger grandkids, and the cat was up in the tree, and there were birds everywhere, and she was like twitching. She was so excited. Oh, yours is sick? Your car is sick, or your cat? I thought your cat is sick? I'm sorry. Our Chip keeps eating stuff because, you know, he's a puppy. Okay, so here we go with signature number 2. I'm excited that this is my book. Has anybody done that? Made a book for themselves, and the whole time you're just excited that this is your book? I'm excited this is my book, and I have to tell you, if there wasn't a deadline, this would still be sitting in the box, because, you know, it's for me. Excuse me, I have a hiccup. Okay, so here we go, going in the center. So nobody's found anything good to use? Okay. I think it's cool the way this has the hearts and the music notes, when this picture and the one on the first cover page are dancing pictures, because that's very, very much a part of my husband and myself. Our story is we both love to dance. Okay, so again, I'm on the lace and I can't find my way in, so I'm going to go ahead and push the little pin through this time and see if that can help me find the hole. Haha, it worked. Now I did that. been doing that where I'll punch the pokey tool or something in, and it's been making it easier to get through the binding too. Oh, very good. So, Pink Bird. Oh, yes. Bonnie, Tom, and I do still dance. Oh, yeah. We have our own little thing that we do. Our own little version of like a swing dance kind of thing. And we have fun. And people expect us to dance when we go to parties and stuff. And sometimes when he's a little apprehensive about wanting to go to something, and I'll say, you know, that they're going to have dancing, and we'll go. This seems short. Oh, well, we can... Oh, Robin, yeah, I saw your Big Bird book. That's cool. I haven't done a, I've got several ready. Well, no, I did start, you remember I started the Golden Book, the Peter Rabbit. So that's on the list. We're going to be finishing that. Okay. We need pokey tool because I can't see where the hole is. Bonnie found ribbon roses from 40 years ago when she got married. Are you going to use them, Bonnie? Robin, just, was it Robin? Rosie, just go ahead and leave a note in the video section so that we know that you're done and we're just waiting for it to upload. And that way it'll count. The thing is you guys know how this works. I mean, it says it closes today, but it actually does not close until I get up tomorrow because, you know, people in Hawaii and stuff, we don't want them to miss out. And I have to tell you, we're like on vacation here, so we're sleeping in, and I'm Pacific Standard Time. So okay, so we're really, really tight here. So let's go ahead and come over here and okay, if we pull that, pull this one, and pull this one. Okay, that worked. I usually have way too much string, and I'm like short on string this time. I don't know what I did. Oh my gosh, look at this. We're almost got it. Bonnie just finished 4 golden books. Okay, so taking out the paper clips. Should have been more careful there. I was lucky, but okay. Now get in here and make sure we're tight. Check the back. Okay. Come in, up and under. I'll tie it in a knot. I'll tie it in a bow. Okay, Bonnie. I will check that out after. Okay. Look at this, you guys. Look at. It is chunky. I mean, it is going to be chunky. Chunky is my middle name. So let's go ahead and we'll look through what I got. And so the cover, we'll go through the list. First, let's go through the list. So 15 fabric functions, 1 fabric cover. So I have my fabric cover. Then we were to have 1 fabric flip. So here's my fabric flip. And I did it with glue with the fabric tack. And I did this little tab. This piece was longer and I turned it into a tab. And all of this is glued on. So there is my fabric flip. 1 fabric page. I actually made 2. So let's see. We can find the fabric page. So I used this curtain. It was had all this great stitching, and I attached this one onto some of the lace paper, and then this side, it's attached on the lace paper. It has a border, and it also has this little pocket here, and so we'll be able to put a tag or something inside there. Okay. My other fabric page has this fabric pocket. Again, I'm going to make a large piece that will go in here, and it will probably have one of those clamp tops so that it will be like a clipboard. So I have the fabric pocket here, and I added this red lace stuff here and just this little piece here. Okay, and then the other side of the fabric pocket is back here, and it has this border underneath the lace. So there you go. And then on this side, I sewed in a tuck. So there will be a tuck on that side. So this is here to give this side stability. It's a little clipboard. I didn't like the way this looked when it was facing up, but I like that it has lines. So, yeah, so there's that. Okay, so those are my fabric pages. 2 different fabric edges. So I have the fabric flower edge, but this is one of my fabric edges, and this is my other fabric edge with the pieced stuff. Hi River City, welcome. So those are my 2, the 2 that I did. Okay. Then we are to have 2 different fabric pockets or tucks. So we have, well, this is a fabric pocket, and I sewed it onto a card and put that in there. I have this fabric pocket somewhere back here. This one, where I put it onto a file folder. file card with the letter F. Hi, Shelmo, welcome. And then, let's see, I have the tuck here. So there's the tuck. And then, of course, I have the pocket that I put onto the fabric, this one here. So, okay, so let's see. 4 different fabric tags. I have them. Where did I put them? Okay, this might be, oh, here they are. Okay, so we have our box. Okay, so this is, I think they call it a Hermelinda tag. I don't know why. But it's a tag where you open it up like that. I hear people call it that. So then we have 510. That is a significant day for my husband and myself. And this is so that I can use this in the part where I tell that story. These are bingo markers. So I bought a bingo game. And it came with, well, this is the old one that I bought. So it came with the markers, and it also came with cards that I'm able to use. And I'm loving using the markers. They are awesome. So, and then when it gets to, I can put a picture here. If I want to put a picture here, I can add more to it. This was from the inside of a book. And I'm very excited that it got used. So just very simple. And up here I tied this with a scrap of this material. And then I was concerned that it might fray apart, so I did also staple it. So there's that tag. This tag is a flashcard. It was 7 times 0 equals 0. I changed it to 7, 10, 10. That is our anniversary. Okay, and then I had a love stamp and just added some fabric here, and it wrapped around, and this old piece of lace up here, and a little fabric here and here. And I figured this can go in a pocket, you know, on this side like this, so the 7, 10, 10 stays out. So there's that. So next I did a guest check, and it has a couple of pockets on it. So we have this pocket here and the little guest receipt. So I like to take the bottom off the guest check and use it for a little pocket, so that the little, if I put flinch cards into something, it's got a place to go. And thank you. Gosh, you sold a lot of flinch card kits last week. Thank you. So, just little tiny things that we have can go into that little pocket. Something I use a lot are these labels, the flinch cards, and then the tickets. Okay, so that is my other one. So this one, I took something and I sewed the material onto it. I also sewed it up here and just used scraps. Thank you, Robin. So next I have this tag. It's a matchbook tag. And so there it has places for notes. It is covered. The back is covered with the fabric. It is that the fabric that had the really cool stitching on it. And I just added some lace, some more fabric here, and then pulled this up. And so that gave me a matchbook. And then this one, for sturdiness, I went ahead and I sewed this onto a piece of card. I frayed the top because there was some off the top and it was too small, and it was only white. It didn't have any of the color in it, or I would have done like the same thing I did here, possibly on a ticket. So I really like this material. Again, I think this was from the material that I got from Kara. So, but I love, it's eclectic. This book is very eclectic, and I love all the different things. Of course, it's always great to use a flower along with a line or a check when you are, look at, it's a great complement to each other. And then we have a stripe here in another color. I did make this ticket, and I just took the pieces of, there's some of that red, this red stuff, and a piece of the material, and I tried to make sure that I had I was trying to make sure I had flowers, that you could see the flowers, because I really like them. And then I also added one of the hearts from this lace that I've been using throughout, and I just stapled it on there. So those are my, well, there's 5 tags, but those are my tags for the challenge. And then 4 different fabric embellishments. And so what do we have? These were the ones I made for the special thing, so I might have to still make 4 more. But this was my tassel that I made. This was for the mini challenge. You could make, you could use anything you want, make a tassel. So you'll see there's fabric in my tassel. There's lace and ribbon and eyelash trim. And then this is the little charm that I made out of a book plate using the fabric and some of the, thank you, Karen. Thank you. Hi, Peggy. Welcome. And and then a variety of charms that I had here and stuff. So it does have a couple of other, didn't it have other things in it? Maybe not. Yeah, there's a big bead in here. I can feel it. One of the big beads. Okay, this was from a bracelet that I made in a Bible study. We had a Bible study, and then after that there was a craft class that you could be involved in, and so we had made this. This is like 12 years ago. So these are the earrings I made in that class, and so we can still use that little thing somewhere in here. And then we made this paper clip that will come and be really fun to just hang in there, and made a fabric bead. And I think we used a paper clip when we made that, but I'm not sure. I don't, that was more than a day ago. Then we made this little dangly because this is going to go on the page with the story about when he met me at I was going to take dancing lessons at the Borderline, which is unfortunately the bar where the mass shooting happened last year. But after we met, the first time that we met again, he met me at that bar to take dancing lessons, and it was the worst storm I've ever seen in California in my life. It was crazy. The rain was absolutely crazy. So that is for that. I still have this to put in. This was the bracelet that he picked up on his way to our first date. And then this was a charm that I had in my stash. And we added fabric just by adding it to this here. Added some fabric to this on top of this sewing thread. I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet. It's kind of... And then I had this in my stash, so I thought I might go ahead and turn that into something eventually. Not in as part... When I was doing the, make anything, which I can still do that today, huh? Today we can still make anything out of anything. So I can still use this. So that will probably happen. So you want to go ahead and look through the book and see? I'll show you what we've got, and maybe we can add in some of the other items. So this is my really large tassel for this little book, but I love the way that looks. Love it. And I'm excited to tell our story. So I haven't decided what I'm going to do in the front here. I don't know if I'm going to put a pocket. Thank you, Pink Robin. Thank you, Peggy. She likes my voice. So I chose this because they're dancing. And like I told you before, I know the moment I fell in love with my husband was when we were walking up the street and there was music playing in this bar, and he opened the door and the dance floor was right inside the bar, and he twirled me onto the dance floor and started dancing, and I was gone. That was it. So that's why I chose this as the front, the first page. So then I have some, this is out of a book called The Big Book of Love or something, and it's a whole lot of stories and poems, and yeah, it has stories, poems, it has like part of Romeo and Juliet, and then it has these amazing images throughout the book. So I'm excited to use them. So I have some scrapbook paper. This is just regular lightweight scrapbook paper. I think possibly from the Theodosia Square, that type of book. Then I have, and I folded it so that I would have a pocket. I have this ledger paper, and then I had a couple of these antique. They're vintage envelopes, but I love the size of them, and so I wanted to make sure that they get used in here, and so I added those in. I have this great paper. I think Gina made this and sent it to me. Here's my fabric flip. Here is that red and white paper that I love so much with the fabric edge. This is got a pocket. I'll probably glue the pocket shut. And you know, and I'm even thinking that it might be fun to, I had cut a couple of pieces for tags sideways. Oh, that's not it. That's not it. Of course I can't find the one that was side, but I thought it might be kind of fun, instead of just making this a thing like this, that this could be, you know, I could glue it this way and the tag could go in and out from the side. So, so we'll see. But I like the hearts from the Stitchery book, and I folded it so that they would show up like that. This is from the Roses paper pages kit that is coming very soon. I still want to add some more pages to it. It's very similar to the Laura's Roses, but there's going to be more pages. So this has a baseball card thing so that I can, you know, you can put something in there. Like a tag, maybe. Tag should go in the big one, probably. I had to fold it a little differently than the line. Aha, so you guys noticed that I use everything, huh? I really do try. I try and help give you ideas on how you can use everything as well. So that'll be kind of cool. I love this. Some ledger paper. Here's my fabric page. This is from the inside of a book. I went ahead and this is where I tore it out of the book and I left it anyway. I don't know if you can see this, but it's kind of got the look of like mulberry paper. And so really cool. So this is either going to get, you know, a paper added onto it, or it'll be a pocket. Again, this will happen when I come through and I actually make this my book. So the challenge, as I've done in all of the challenge is to make the base book and do all of the little things, you know, all the extra little challenges. So, and here we have another ledger. And this one flips out. So when you have your larger papers like wrapping paper and things like that. No, Bonnie, he hasn't. I'm thinking I might go ahead and do it and give it to him as an anniversary gift. Or not give it to him as the gift because it's, you know, but to present it on that day. And that will give me a deadline that I might actually get it done. So again, another one of these so that something can go in there. And here's the other side of the stitch page. And oh, gosh, I love this red and white paper. And more coffee dyed paper and the other side of the ledger paper. So I'll probably go through and stencil a little bit. There'll be stamping. And this is the last page. So I can either do, you know what, do we have the papers here? I don't have any here. But I will probably put the papers in here like I've done in the last couple of journals. And what I'm talking about is I have some small lined paper that are from like a date book from like the 70s, 80s. And I just fold them in half and put them in here, and then there becomes a mini journal right here. How many unfinished journals do I have? It's more than 10. But I'm working on it. I'm working on it. We have sunflower. We have lavender and lace. We have the Paris, the little Paris, the big Paris, the Peter Rabbit. What else? Courting Lady Jane that I started, and so we'll be finishing that one very soon. I'm going to go ahead and put this tag right in here. So now we're in the second signature. So we have me and Tom looking at each other or next to each other. I think that's so cute. And then there we go. And some stationery. Welcome back, Zoe. This is regular cardstock, double-sided. Calendar. I like to use calendar. I love this because it had the red rose. And yeah, so you've seen this because I had to do this slow because of the page. And there's another one of those envelopes. And that's in there so that I won't forget to use it. This might be another good place to put pages. So what I'm talking about is, that's too big. Okay. Okay, so taking something and putting it in here, and now you have more pages to write and tell your story. So I did do that. I've done that in the Light the Way journal. that was my design team project this month for Nevermore Creation. I did it in the little mini envelope, which I am going to be doing that. I will be doing that tutorial. I have to do my taxes on Wednesday, you guys. Get all my stuff together. So, yeah. Nothing like waiting till the last minute. Okay, so there. I don't really like that one there. But. So again, this one will probably be together and be a big pocket. So we did our 15 different types of fabric. We called it fabric functions. Thank you, Peggy. So there we go, and we got that. And then this one, I don't want to hide that. We'll just put these in here so they get a home. This one opens up too. And that book idea would be good in a calendar page. You know what? These were purchased, Shelmo. I did not buy my fabric flowers. But let's see. Let's see if we can figure this out. I don't think it's going to be too hard to figure it out. It's just that they, okay, so it's a piece folded, and then they go in and out like this. In and out, in and out, in and out. So I don't know if they start in the center and then go out. Probably. But, yeah, so this, well, look at the back. Yeah, so they come down, they go into the center, they come out, they go around, come down into the center, go around. But I purchased this. I actually had it for a costume, for a scarf, for a while, for something. I don't remember what it was though. But I do know that that's what I bought it for, was for a costume. So that is my journal. And again, I will be adding to it, but not in the way that I normally add to. You know how I usually fill up a journal. Well, this one I'm going to fill it up as I'm telling the story. So, but I'm pretty excited. Thank you for hanging out with me while I finish that. So now we can go ahead and we'll put all these pieces. And I'm only going to keep what can go in this box eventually, I think. But for right now, we'll go ahead and put all this stuff. And we'll switch to St. Patrick's Day. So, did anybody see the new kit that I put out yesterday? I do have to say, I have sold more of that kit in one day than I would have ever thought. So that's exciting. It is a digital kit, and I gave it it's got 12 files in it. 12 files. So it has pages and ephemera. I did another one of the mini kits like I did with the fairy kit, but it's smaller. It doesn't have as many. Oh, let's keep these all in that. Oh, there's a horse. Just randomly on my desk, there is a horse. Okay, so we'll show you. After taxes, Bonnie. I actually already did one. I showed you all how, remember when I had to take apart, take stuff out of my journal? And I made a journal really, I put one together pretty darn fast using the pile of stuff that I had to take out because mine was too full. So I have that. I just have to find a cover, and then we'll do that. Let's see. I have this big, oh, hold on. Somebody's at the door. I'm sorry. One moment. I'll be right back. Entertain each other, please. I'm coming. It was UPS. You know how important it is these days to get your UPS before somebody else does. My Mary Kay order. Yay. Okay. 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 Okay, so this is the St. Patrick's Day kit, and it is a digital kit. It is all from images, excuse me, and items in my collection, my personal collection. So here we go. We have the little guy caught at the bar. The little pig. I thought it was funny. I thought this was neat, so I went ahead and put it in. It has this little shamrock here with the wishbone, but I thought you might be able to use the clock and the other items. So this is the journaling card page. Has a recipe for Irish moss lemonade. We have the Irish washerwoman music. We have a poem here, and this, and this. And the couple, it says a bit of Blarney. Now I accidentally cut this. This was supposed to be for my showing kit, but so you get these 2 pages, which will be great for either in the center, which I'm going to show you in just a moment. I have a journal almost put together. Here is a I call these side-by-side pages. So in your journal, boom, you have a page. There also is a background page. It's this page that you can print on the back of your pages, and they'll all match. So we have the caught at the bar. We have the house with the poem. We have the ledger. This is insurance ledger. Hi, Diane. Welcome. Hi, Valerie. Welcome. Hi, Angelfish. Hello, hello. So this one is a variety of cards and pockets. It's extra, but I went ahead and I was like, you know what? I took the time to make it. I might as well put it in the kit. So it's in the kit. It is, and the reason I say it's extra is because I did all these things on other pieces, and but I went ahead and just, the page was done. So this is a tuck page with a large tag that has the O Shamrock poem. So these are really fun. They're not squares, but you will be able to just take and make a square out of them, and you'll have the Shamrock image to use. We have 4 large postcard, a reward of merit. This is your mini pages. So these ones side by side, side by side, side by side, and then this one you can cut them and have small pages in for your mini journal. Or you can use these as larger tags or decorations. I mean, you can use them for whatever you want, but it was made to be your mini album pages. I did the small ephemera page, so you get stamp size, and again, you could make another really tiny or a really tiny journal, because that's that same setup. Okay, so I think those are kind of fun. And then we have a collage page as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and the printed page. So those are your 12 pages. So I'll show you what I have been working on. I will have 3 of these in the shop, and they are going to be the you know, where the journal is already made, and you get the ephemera. Okay, so like I've been doing recently. So this one's not bound yet, but it is a wallpaper cover. It is 4.5 by, let's do it this way, just a little bit over 8.5. So, and then we've got the image here, and it is not bound yet, but you have a pocket here. And so I took that Blarney, the large one, and I made it so that I would be able to have that be my front page. You open it up, and this is going to have some of that, the extra paper. So it's going to have the paper. It'll be cut here, but this will be left in the margin. We have some, oh, that's upside down. Well, we'll have to see where we go from here. Uh-oh. Picked the wrong one, didn't I? Okay, well, we'll put it together the way that it's supposed to be. So we have this scrapbook paper. It'll have the large pocket. We have the border here, and the Irish Moss Lemonade, an algebra page. This is out of a trying to think what kind of, it's a gardening book. Yeah. Okay, so this has the pocket. We have the fern page. So just some green, and then this page, and then we have a map. This is where we're turned wrong. Okay, so our map goes here. Then our ledger paper. Then we have the number paper. Then this is either going to be open or have a theme. So these are using, I did use some of the digital kit. Whoop. There we go, and I'll do it later, and some more on. So just a bunch of fun green stuff. Yeah, some people are and some people aren't. But I had it, so I'm gonna make it. Yeah, so this is what I was trying to tell you in the other book. So this will open, and what we'll do is it'll have the 2 pages, or the fold over like this. And then what I do is I fold it over again. Welcome back, Zoe. Okay, so so now I have this line here, and I'll just go ahead and we'll go ahead and add that. And put it into the fold it over so that it's okay. So now you've got this flips open. You've got a place to journal, and more area. So that's what I was talking about in my journal. That is something that I would definitely do. Little pieces. Okay, so now the other thing I told you was that sometimes I'll have a paper and it'll have a piece sticking out, and that maybe I might want to add a piece, and so I have it, it's already cut and ready. I'm just going to go ahead and come down, come across. And this is great if you have, especially if you have like an odd size journal or something that you're making, that you can go ahead and paper piece and still be able to use things in the configuration that you'll be able to write on them. Well, my thing is find something to celebrate every day. So guess what, you guys? I do all the holidays and all those weird days. Like, you know, National Squirrel Day and National Old Stuff Day. I like having things to look forward to, and silly reasons to put on a hat. So, missed my favorite this year. We usually have a Mardi Gras party, and we didn't have it this year because my husband is, he had just had surgery. So now we have a pocket here, and we have this page here. So that's how that is done. And then I have it in the right configuration for writing. That's something that I like. So here we have another one. This one is 2 pages. Okay, so we have 2 pages on this one. So again, I would do, open it up. Fold it. And I'm really liking these. Hi, Selena. I'm making a St. Patrick's Day journal that'll be a kit that's going to be in my shop. Using a digital kit that's in my shop. So, yeah. And I'm just showing them how I like all my lines to be the right way. So I've come up with some ways to do that. So I'm going to do the back one first. Go ahead and just add some glue. I'm going to put it on the map. So there's that. And then I have the one on the inside. And I'm going to take and do the same thing with that. We'll just put it right on top. So, there we go. So, y'all, yeah, so this week I have, well, like I said, this is kind of, this week and next week are weird. My husband is home and recovering from his surgery. So if I can be on, I'll be on. And if I overlap on somebody else, I'm really sorry. But I can only be on here when he's busy. Okay, so there we go. And now we have these extra 4 pages to tell our story, to put pictures, to, yes, this is from an atlas. It's from an atlas that's from the late 80s. So I have that. Now, y'all know I don't do this, but I did in this journal because I wanted one more small paper to break it up so the lines are the wrong way. But this line is the right way, so I was like, that's okay, because that line's that right way. So then I have this, this is from a garden book. This is copy paper, decorative copy paper that I folded doing my folding method that I like to use. This is, again, I just thought this was really pretty. Oh, Bonnie got Tombow glue. How do you like it? And algebra paper. It's from an algebra workbook. And then this is from my kit. So you get your Irish moss lemonade. Now, because this is a traveler's notebook style, I went ahead and I folded this piece. And I folded this piece. And I did show this, how I folded these. There is on the introduction to the St. Patrick's Day kit, I showed you how I did that, so that, you know, it's because normally they would be 9x6 pages. So we had this page that is folded differently. But we can go ahead and put those in. It needs to be cut though. Okay. I don't know what happened there. It's me looking at everything. Oh boy. Okay, so yeah, so these are going to be, they'll be the journal and ephemera, and that'll be in my shop as soon as I can. Sorry about the buffering. I don't know what happened. So so we have those. And so somebody asked about how to so stash busting. So I have on my desk some stuff. Does anybody else have like a... Okay, this is just one shelf. Okay. And this is my nice note that I got, and I think I'm going to use it as... oh yeah, remember when we cut out these when I was showing you about stash busting? So if you're not familiar, we are, Kara, Brandon, and Dear Julie are doing a challenge this month, and it is the Spring Stashbuster Challenge, and it is a no-buy challenge. So you don't buy anything to make your journal for this challenge. That doesn't mean you don't have to buy this month because, of course, there are people out there that would really still like you to buy stuff, me included. So, what you might do is go through and possibly come up with, you might have digital printouts that you've cut out from before. You might have your free digital printout from the Dollar Tree Christmas Junk Journal Challenge or Dollar Store. You might have some of these. You might have, you might have some things that you've already made. Okay, so more of these. You might have some flowery items that people have given to you or leftovers. So let's go ahead and I will see what we can do with what we've got here. I'm just going to, oh, there's some of the, oh, this is part of the Roses kit when I ran out of yellow ink. There's a smaller one of the ink. There's a smaller one of the, that. Okay. So this is a page from the new Fairy Flutter and Flower kit. So we'll probably use that. Oh, I got to play with my tab thing. This is all I've done. I made one tab. But I made one. I did. But I made one. I did. Okay. Okay, so this was a tutorial. I don't remember who did it. It was quite a while ago. It was using a piece of 12 by 12 scrapbook paper, to make this. It gives you a pocket on each side and a pocket here and here. So I have that. I'm like, do I have any more page papers? Like, got lots of ephemera pages here. Okay. I'm seeing a bit of a, like a fairy theme going on here. What do you think? Okay. Okay. So, oh, that's a paper. So how many papers do you all like to use? In a journal? How many sheets of paper do you like to use in a journal? Looking to see if I have any more just pages. Okay, there's that. What did we do? Did we go on a loop? Okay, so if I were gonna fold for this, I'm just gonna go ahead and fold, because you know I don't measure anything. Fold, fold, there we go, there we go. That'll give me, it's kind of bright, but I think it'll be kind of cool. I do have the ephemera page from that I can use. Nope, that's not gonna work. Okay. Usually right here I have like all the, like a map paper, and I'm gonna go right here and grab us something, some paper, some paper. Okay, I have a fairy kit that I started that never got finished. So this is papers that this was a kit that I had before. But I have in my shop, I have fairy quotes, and so some of these pages are quotes. And so some of these pages already have, so this is what we'll do. We'll take this kit right here, and we'll add this stuff to it, and we'll make a journal. We're repeating again? Oh, I wonder what's going on. I don't know, you guys, I don't know how to fix that. It's not my you guys, I don't know how to fix that. It's not my computer, it's... Bye, angelfish. Sorry about that. Okay. So let's see, we have this one that's already started. Again, it's using the when a new baby laughs for the first time a fairy is born, and as there are always new babies, there are always new fairies. Okay. So there's that. Fairies are invisible and inaudible like angels, but their magic sparkles in nature. We have those. We have the little gnome guy. And then we have some of the pieces. These are from the Fairies and Friend kit. Now it's different than the Fairy Flutter and Flower kit. So, okie dokie. So are we still repeating? Yeah, look at it. Just went back. That's really weird. Okay. Well, you guys, then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go. And we'll come back and try this again another time when YouTube is not all messed up. So, this is weird. I can use this stuff with it too. So, thank you for being here. Have a great day. If you liked it, before now. Please give it a thumbs up. Bye, everybody.